Richard Hayes saying, I'll be a sponsor. What do I need to do? You just look pretty. You tell me, you give me a sponsor read and I'll read it. All right, we got another restart. First restart of the day in race number 2 here at Michigan. The top 10 looks like it's all going to be the same. Jackson buys. Ryan Wayne's up 6 spots from the start. Back here on the Max Preps number 39 Toyota Tundra. We're running cars now. Toyota Supra. You know what? Let's go ahead and ride on board with one of our competitors, the number 39 of Ryan Wayne, on this restart.
Green.
Green flag jumping up to the outside. Mitchum down on the freaking apron. You can see it in that bright orange car trying to follow. And then into the turn, light on the throttle. A little bit of trail braking out of Wayne. On this restart, it looks like we have a couple cars that are sideways. Out of turn 2, we got one up into the fence. It looks like Paxton Brandon. More cars go around. The number 33 going to come back up onto the speedway right in the lap of one of our competitors. But we have a top 15 field. We're going to go ahead and stay green. Here we go. Run to the inside. Anthony Saviano in the 5-0 machine. Yahir Rodriguez. I think that's a SpongeBob car. Let's go up to the race lead. Michael Mitchum in the number 38 machine. With a 0.2 second gap with 21 laps to go. William Schmidt rolling the top side with the momentum. Is going to go ahead and get clear of the pole sitter of Daniel Marceller. Looking to the inside goes Schmidt. Smoke from a lap earlier incident. Now William Schmidt, the number 79 machine, ducks it down to the inside in turn number 3, and he's going to slide his way to the race lead. Sliding up, Mitchum falls back into the wake, riding on board with second place, Michael Mitchum. Listen to the high RPMs. Nobody hitting the rev limiter, but it does kind of waller out at the top as Mitchum working that steering wheel. In the second position, we're going to be single file behind William Schmidt, the number 79. Josh Yacklin saying that Marty Schmailer right back here in the 4th position is his pick to win, as well as Scarpello. Let's go back and see what's going on. 21st position back here, the number 55 of Scarpello is trying to ride around to get another caution here. 55 looking pretty good, but let's go back up to the battle for the race lead. Riding on the rear view of our race leader, William Schmidt. Tyler, thank you very much for the share, buddy. I appreciate you. We do have one car slow. It looks like Davian Tobin might have got up into the fence. We have one car that's still out on the speedway on the bottom line. Going to go ahead and tow it. And we have the Doritos machine. Look at this. Hoskins now under fire from Andre Larraz. This is all the way back in the 14th position. Mitchum now looks to the inside for the race lead. And that bright orange number 38. Schmidt going to take the high line. Hendrick 48-25. These races are always fixed as the 38 machine ducks down to the inside in turn 2. Will slide up in front of William Schmidt. Mitchum's doing a real nice job. He's driving mad tonight. We have another move back here. It looks like Marty Schmailer under fire from the Tire Pros number 1 of Nathan McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to work that inside line. It looks like Schmailer from that initial caution that we had on the initial start of the race has a little bit of a damaged nose. And that turquoise, that flat turquoise number 88 of Schmailer. Fast forward, 2x2. Daniel Marceller in the number 87 machine trying to work it as Anthony Savignano's up 7 spots. Working the inside of Marcello's going to slide up out of turn number 2 right in front with 17 laps to go. Dakota Taylor, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to Asphalt Media, buddy. It's good to see you. Got one smoker back here. That is the number 17 of Chase Modzalewski. Going to be limping it back to pit lane after an issue he had deep in the field. So Chase Modzalewski was probably feeling pretty good coming in here. Always runs pretty good at these bigger racetracks. Unfortunately, in feature number 2, he's going to have to burn that one and only fast repair. Is now Savignano finding some speed on the inside line. Sweetums, 1976, thank you very much again for the game controller. Landon, thank you very much for the follow. Single file down the Michigan backstretch, being led by the number 40 or 38 of Michael Mitchum. Riding on board with Will Schmidt in the second position. Still loose. Mitchum has a little damage to that rear end. Now Schmidt's going to look slow. Side by side, fighting back is Schmidt in that white and purple number 79 to the inside. Mitchum's kind of fallen off a little bit. Michigan is a relatively newly repaved racetrack, but it still burns up those tires, and I think we're starting to see it out of Mitchum. Maybe he's playing a little bit of cat and mouse here, playing with his food before he eats it. This isn't a long race. We've only got 14 laps to go, so you got to make your moves when the time is there. As we have another lap car up in front. This is Price in the number 42, going to stay out of the way. 13 laps to go next time by. See if it's me, if I'm racing out here, which again, I said this in pre-race, I'm going to be hooking up the sim rig this weekend, and I'm going to get back in to some of these races. I'm always rolling the top side. Let's ride on board with one of the guys that's been running the bottom of Anthony Savignano. See that orange car, Michael Mitchum again, looking down to the inside. It's looking like it's going to be a wheel-to-wheel battle out of turn number 4. Mitchum trying to side draft a little bit. Peeling off down to the inside line, 13 laps to go. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Look at this battle into 3. Mitchum forcing that 79 to make a mistake, pushed him out of the corner a little farther than what he wanted to. Now Mitchum again, same thing we've seen a lap before, is going to peel off, and it's going to be a drag race. 12 to go. Savignano and Mosteller nose to tail back there battling for third, but again Mitchum shoots it down to the inside gap. Asphalt slider, and Schmidt crosses him up out of turn 2. See, now these guys have raced so much together. Mitchum and Schmidt, they race in other series, they race in other leagues. Here in the Asphalt Official Series, they always put on a great performance together. It's like a dance at about 190 miles per hour with ones on the board, 11 laps to go. Mitchum's going to slide. He's burnt. I'm telling you, that kid is eating up those tires on the inside line. He's making it work for now. Schmidt fires back on the inside. Schmiebel, thank you very much for the follow. Richard Hayes, if you're still here, look who's third. Dalton Weil, thank you very much for the follow. Jason White, appreciate you being here. Schmidt back to the top. Here comes Mosteller. Old Demos, second on the all-times wins list in the Asphalt Official Series. He's got himself 52. Looking to the top side. Lap traffic has been a trouble for tonight's races. And in Michigan, we've got one up in front. That is Fleming, first time racing with us. Podium, nose to tail. Less than 20 miles remain. Herbert, thank you very much for the follow. Sliding up is the 79. Mitchum gets tight, almost forces Schmidt up into the outside wall. Demos has to find a way through. These tires gotta be cooked on Mitchum. Block being thrown by Mitchum. Schmidt trying to find a way on the outside. Playing defense completely is that bright orange 38, 14-year-old kid from Virginia, not leaving a hole open on the bottom, now sliding up, taking up all 5 lanes on this speedway. 8 laps to go. And look at this second line. Shmela Savignano and now Nathan McLaughlin. They are right in it as well. Oh, still in a stalemate. It's almost like a mirrored picture from 3rd, 4th, and 5th on back. Mosteller, if he gets clear, he's going to be tough to pass. He's been saving. Seven laps remain. Top 6 all within arm's reach. Fastest lap on the speedway right now being ran by Christian Delgado. He's all the way back in the 11th position. So with clean air, we've got heavy traffic in front of the battle for the lead. Not only is this opportunity for one of those guys to use him as a pick, it's also a chance for those guys back 4th, 5th, and 6th to slowly reel these top 3 in. Post trying to stay out of the way. Daniel Mosteller lurking back there in 3rd. He's like a mongoose, Richard. Stalking his prey. 6 laps to go. Mitchum working down to the inside. He wants to win. He needs to win. It's been too long. He's on a dry spell. He can taste the victory as both cars are slideways out of 2. I wonder if the damage on Mitchum is holding him up, or if it's just how much he's cooked those tires. On board with Mosteller in 3rd. Shooting down to the inside goes Mitchum. Another cross up here by Schmidt. Holding on. A little bit of a shove, a little bit of a nudge. Letting him know he's there. Mosteller looking to the inside. He might be trying to take 2. Gets to the inside and now to the quarter panel of Mitchum. Mosteller has been quiet and now he's looking for the lead. Mitchum holds on to it. 4 laps remain. A caution would change the complexity. And you know how crazy Asphalt Official Series overtime is. Oh, Mitchum backs up the corner. Not going to be able to cross it down because Schmidt fills it to the inside. I think Mitchum wanted to run a diamond pattern and work his way to the inside and power off, but he wasn't able to get there because Schmidt, we are 3 wide for the race lead. Schmidt holding the bottom, patiently rolling like shades of Kevin Harvick. Oh, Mitchum is the meat in the sandwich with 2 of the best around him, and here comes Nathan McLaughlin back behind. Schmidt to the race lead, up and now blocking the run for the side-by-side battle. Mitchum again inching down to the inside, a little bit more of aggressive entry into 1. These guys in 2nd got to get it sorted out. We got to work together. Schmidt's going to run away. He's too good. Schmidt, Mosteller, and Mitchum, your podium right now. Taking them to 2 laps to go this time by. McLaughlin can see it all in his windscreen in the Tire Pros #1. Riding on board with 6-time winner Nathan McLaughlin. Each one of our top 3 running a different racing line. Mitchum and Schmidt have been true to that bottom. Mosteller trying anything he can to get the run. Oh, I think it's going to be a good finish. We're coming to the white flag this time. Grayson Jason, thank you very much for the heart me. Schmidt leads him out of turn number 4. Oh, iRacing Barney has the white flag in his hand. 1 lap remains. Presented to you by Spoiler Diecast, and Will Schmidt takes him to it. 3/10 of a second. Mitchum again working the inside, closing in 5/100ths through that transition. We're going to have to see the Hail Mitchum. It's been so loose. I don't think that there's anything left in the tank for any of those guys. One final heave by Mitchum to the inside. Slideways. Trying to keep it off of Schmidt. Schmidt gets loose out of 4. A car length in between. It's going to be the number 79 taking home the checkered flag. Will Schmidt is your race winner here in Brooklyn. Yeah, Richard's saying ride the wall. That's the way to do it. Feature number 3 coming up in just 1 second. It is USA International Speedway in the super or the late model stock. So if you guys have the super late models, you also should have the late model stocks. We are only taking 25 in that event. And my voice is cooked. We are opening the session now. If you guys would like to join, search Asphalt Media in the hosted sessions. There is no password for tonight. Let's go ahead and try to hear from our race winner, William Schmidt. Old Billy Schmidt, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yet again, another victory. Yet again, another great performance out of you. You were running inside the top 3 all race long. You and Mitchum, and then eventually Mosteller had one heck of a battle. But coming to the white flag, there was just too much of a gap between you and second place Mitchum. He took a shot. Wasn't anything for you. You got a little loose, but you're able to hold on to it, man. And you burn it down in Brooklyn with a lot of people watching at home, man. Congratulations. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I was already kind of at somewhat of an advantage because on that initial start, everybody, I don't know what happened. I think the guy in third tried to restart the race or something because it just ended up causing everybody else behind to think that we're all going, and they just kept running into each other. It was a really, really weird scenario, but yeah, I'm giving Jacksonville a push here. You wanted me to push him, but yeah, I mean, they had some damage after that, and I know that kind of impacted their race a little bit. So I knew I was kind of at an advantage because from what I heard, I didn't have any damage, but I don't know for sure. And yeah, from there, just kind of conserved tires a little bit and just kind of outpaced them from there.
Well, my man, you get yourself another win here. Is there anybody, while we have you on the horn, that you would like to shout out, sir?
Yeah, of course. I want to thank everyone with SKS Motorsports. I want to thank Mitchum and Demos. I mean, I know they had damage. They're kind of crippled there, but they put up a really good fight, and that was a lot of fun. Big thank you to you for broadcasting this, and a huge thanks to the fans for sticking it out.
Mr. Schmidt is your race winner here at Michigan. We're going to switch things up, and ladies and gents, I think that I'm going to need some relief. I think I'm going to need relieved of my duties. My throat. It's just not. Let me go over to the adult channel, and we'll see if anybody wants to relieve me of my duties, or maybe like commentate in conjunction with, because I am, as you can tell, I don't sound like myself. I need to rest my voice. AJ Picard's in here. Anthony Saviano, Austin Mitchell. You know what? I'm just gonna go find a relief real quick. Hey Chase and Ryan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Would you guys like to call this last race if you have the content?
Yeah, we can.
It's up to you. My voice is killing me, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
Yeah, let me back out of VR real quick.
Yeah, I might need to adjust some things real quick, but I should be able to call it.
Okay, my man, I really appreciate that. I'm hurting over here, so I'm gonna step away for a second, and I will be right back with you guys.
Okay. Yes, sir.
tell you what, it's not looking good. We've got them spinning and flipping already. So looking at the top 25 that make it into the feature, and I think that we are full already. USA, 35 laps is all they're going to get. Jaden Hall to the top of the boards already. Let's go through this field. Jim Planey in the number 34, Aaron's Dream Machine, the number 2 of Jared Davis, still looking for elusive win number 1 in the Asphalt Official Series. Here's the number 1 machine of Austin Mitchell. And Michael Mitchell. You know what? Racing Jason. These daggone things are loud. Let me find. There we go. That's a good view. Racing Jason, I appreciate you being here. I thank you very much for the heart me and the follow and everything. Today is not a great sample size from me. I'm usually much better. I'm sick, and I also didn't get to take my Alpha Brain. I'm out, so I'm a little bit sloppy today, so I apologize for that, but I will be back and better tomorrow, hopefully. I hope that we can get you in some of these races if you have iRacing. I'm going to go check to see if these other commentators are good to go. Excuse me. Hunter Coomer, let me get to know you a little bit better, buddy. We've had people that have gotten us banned for saying bad words and stuff, so if you're around a little bit longer, I would love to have you in the booth. You just got to become a trusted member. I see you want to try it, and I would definitely want to give you your chance. It's just TikTok is so touchy with all of their rules and the terms of service. I just want to make sure that you're not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize what I've worked to build, you know? All right, I'm going to go ahead and advance the session here. We have a full field of 25 competitors. We're going to kick things over to Ryan Wayne and Chase Willis in just a second. They're currently trying to work on all their stuff to get their overlays so they can see their relatives and actually give you guys some insightful racing. But we've got single car qualifying coming up here. Let's see who's going to lead us out. There we go. Qualifying set to commence here momentarily. Michael Mitchum, Paul Boomershine's in here. Brian Post, Ben Kuhn, Nathan McLaughlin, Casey Bristol. Hey, Nathan McLaughlin, do you want to announce? Do you want to do some announcing? I think I seen you say something about that. Or would you rather race? All right, here's Michael Mitchum. Going to be leading them out. Let's take a lap around USA, Lakeland, Florida. Love how he goes up all the way into that access road area. So Mitchum out of turn 4 gets a little bit loose there. He's probably going to go to the top. And he does with the 21.15. So Mitchum quickest right now. See, Richard Hayes saying no Boomershine abuse. Let's see, is Boomershine out there? Yeah, here's Nathan McLaughlin in the HendrickCars.com number 5. Currently on his out lap. Racing Jason saying, I do have a full library of NASCAR console games since the Mario and Tricky Racing game on Genesis 2. Dude, I used to have this VR. I got it at like Big Lots, and it was a Mark Martin game. It was virtual reality. It was like a virtual reality headset, and it had a steering wheel that was connected via wire. I can't remember what it was called, but Nathan McLaughlin jumps to the 8th position. Daniel Mosteller, here's Richard's boy. Nationwide number 88. late model stock. Oh. I just hope Demos is okay. He's all right, isn't he? Here's Miles Davis in the number 1 Toyota. Biggs, it's good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for the 20 lightnings and the heart me. I appreciate you being here. On a Wednesday night, Emma, for the first time in forever, I'm actually awake to catch a race. Dalton, is your server down there in Florida? Miles Davis trying to post some laps, and the 94 is going to back it up into the fence. Jaden Hall out there, one of the best in the late models in the number 97 tonight, currently in the, 5th position. So he's running pretty good in qualifying. Wyatt Blair in the number 22 NAS Energy Machine. Rolling around P17. Still waiting on our color commentators here in Chase Willis and Ryan Wayne. They should be getting their overlays all squared away so they can run this race. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to this race. It's going to be a short and sweet 35-lap sprint with these late model stock cars. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Are you guys squared away on all of your overlays and whatnot?
I think so.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to rock.
So you guys have announced here or commentated here a few times in the past. Do you feel like you guys are getting any better? I know that I kind of threw this on you at the last second, but I appreciate your willingness to help out.
Yeah, I feel like we'll definitely get comfortable for sure. Like I said, more practice it definitely helps out for sure.
Yeah, and for those of you guys that don't know, Ryan Wayne is actually a PA announcer for his high school football team, his local high school football team. So he has a lot of, he has a very stoic voice, a very precise voice. So anytime you hear Ryan Wayne, make sure to sing his praises because he's daggone good at it. And then Chase Willis is one of the guys that is always so willing to help out with the admin work, and he's got such a unique voice. He has a little bit of flair and excitement. It's fun to watch these guys figure out their voice, and I couldn't be more grateful to have both of these guys. But we're going to finish up qualifying here. Nobody else is logging laps. I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to the pre-race festivities. Qualifying is secured, and it will be Michael Mitchum at the top of the boards with a 21.15 in our final feature of tonight. Boys, thank you very much for coming in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you guys, and I'll be on the buttons tonight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Robbie. All right, Ryan, so taking a look here at the leaderboard for the start of this race, any surprises you see here, or is this about what you expected?
I'll be honest, there's a couple of guys I'm going to keep my eye on for this race that could be sleeper picks. I'm keeping my eye on Miles Davis, starting there in P2. Ben Pivot is a guy that just joined here recently. He's right there in P3. So those are my dark horse picks here for this race. How about you, Chase?
Well, I'm keeping my eyes on Anthony Savignano and Marty Schmela this race, and as well as Daniel Mosteller. He's always a threat to win no matter what the track, no matter what the cars. He's always got a chance. I really think it depends on them keeping the car clean and staying out of trouble, and as long as they can do that, I think anybody in this top 10 really has a good shot at winning this thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a short and sweet 35-lap sprint here at the virtual USA International Speedway. Another guy I'm going to keep my eye on has some Cars Tour background is Jaden Hall, starting in the last spot, last spot in the top 5 there, 5th. He's a guy I'm going to keep my eye on as well here in this race.
Yeah, Jaden's got a lot of talent. Sometimes he drives a little over his head, but you got to find that edge and stay there. And sometimes he has a tendency to cross over it. But I think if he can keep it in check tonight, he has a really good shot at it as well.
Yeah, we have 23 drivers here in this race, all trying to get a win here with the late model stock cars here at the USA International Speedway as we wait just a little bit before the pace car rolls off. Chase, what can you really expect here? This is going to be 35 laps. We're expecting lap times around 20 to 22 seconds here.
I think that this race is going to go by in a blur. We're going to see a lot of hard racing really quick because it's going to be a hard track to pass on, I believe, because as you hear from the qualifying runs, a lot of these guys are bouncing off the rev limiter going to the turn, so it's really going to see who can drive it deeper and get out quicker.
And that's such a key with these short tracks. Acceleration is king, especially getting off of these turns. As the pace car is now rolling off as the 23 drivers get ready to prepare for this 35-lap sprint.
we're in here for a treat tonight, guys. We got a lot of talent in the field, and these cars are gripped up, and if you can pick the line, you can take the line. So I think you're going to see a couple of people trying this outside, see if they can get it working early on while the tires are still a little cold, see if they can get a little advantage quick. Then again, it may not work, so I guess we'll have to see how it plays out.
As you see, these drivers are trying to swerve their tires, get some heat in them, and get ready for this race as the pace car is going to approach pit road. Michael Mitchum in the number 38 and Miles Davis in the number 1 Toyota machine. As the pace car is going to take them around one more lap here, and we'll go green next time by.
Just listen to the sound of the car as they're just ready to roll. Everybody's so antsy, they're just anticipating the green flag to throw. You know that when that thing drops, it's going to be absolute chaos from the start. A lot of positions to make up for some people and not a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, all these drivers are going to be in ultra attack mode, especially with this just being a 35-lap sprint. All right, here we go. The pace car is going to dive down on pit road. Michael Mitchum in that number 30 moving to the green, and the green flag is out. And we're underway here at USA International Speedway.
Michael Mitchum's going to lead them through number 1 clean. 3 are wide racing behind him. It looks like we're already beating and banging early on in this race.
Yeah, that's Anthony Savignano, the man in the middle there, the Tootsie's machine, as he's going to try to get to the inside of the number 1 of Miles Davis. And right behind him is Ben Pivot. And we got a spin in the back. That is the number 12, the Arizona T machine of Jacob Hoskins. He's going to be off the road, and we're going to keep it green here for now.
Marty Schmela looking to make a run coming down this backstretch here. Looks like he's going to try to dive on the inside of the car in front of him. Can't quite get there. They're going to single file out. It looks like they're going to try to turn some laps.
Top 8 cars single file right now as we got to go all the way back to around the 10th position as we've got a side-by-side battle here between Nathan McLaughlin in the number 5 Hendrick Cars machine and the number 2 Jared Davis.
Looks like they finally got it sorted out. Looks like we've got going single file pretty quick on, Ryan. What do you expect about that? I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect that either with a 35-lap race. I definitely expect the ultra-aggressive attack mode here, but these guys are being patient so far as we approach here lap number 5, 31 laps to go in this race.
Michael Mitchum just clicking off laps, 20 seconds at a time. I believe he can keep that machine up there in the front, but Anthony Savignano is trying to hunt him down.
Yeah, he's using a little bit different line than Mitchum. I saw he tried to work his car up the middle of the racetrack to get a higher exit off of the corner, and he's going to try to do that again here. See if he can get to the back bumper here of Michael Mitchum. He definitely is closing in.
Yeah, this high-speed chest right now. Looks like Anthony's going to try to drop through his bumper. Can't quite get there. He's going to settle down. Take a little lower exit off this turn. See if he tries to drive him in a little deeper here, close some gap on him. He does. Can't quite get to him. Looks like he's just trying to bump him up out of his line, but he just cannot quite get there.
Meanwhile, behind him, they're battling for the 5th position. That is Marty Schmela in the number 88 alongside the number 97 of Jaden Hall. And also in the mix is the number 88 Nationwide machine of Daniel Mosteller.
And Demos has the inside here. Let's see if he keeps it. Nope, he's going to bail out on this one. Looks like they decided to single file out and race a little more. Jaden looks like he's going to try to get a little run here and get on to Marty, but can't quite get there. But Demos is right there on his line. I think if he makes a mistake, Demos is going to make this pass.
Top 7 only separated by 1.7 seconds. And here's Anthony Savignano. He is all over the back bumper of Michael Mitchum.
Yeah. Oh, he gets a good run off the turn here. Let's see if he can do anything with it coming in this next one. Expect him to drop it in deep here, boys. Right on his bumper the whole time through the turn. Michael Mitchum knows he's there. He's just not knocking at the door. It's only a matter of time if Mitchum answers it or not.
We'll see if Savignano is going to use the chrome horn as they head down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Mitchum still has the advantage for now. We'll see what happens here with Savignano.
Man, you can just feel how bad he wants it. He is driving that car hard, but Mitchum is just barely, and he gets to him.
Just clone forward.
Savignano on the inside. Can he make this pass stick? It looks like he's going to get the inside line going to this next turn. Side by side through the turn.
And Chase, don't look now. With these two battling, Miles Davis has now closed in on this battle. We'll see if he can maybe force his way up into the lead here as we approach lap number 12 of this race.
Mitchum looping the high side and Savignano on the low side here, and Davis is just sniffing, just waiting for them both to make a mistake.
Jacob Hoskins, the lap car on lap 1, is going to move out of the way for the leaders as he's going to stay down low as Savignano and Mitchum are still side by side here going into turn number 1.
Man, this has been an exciting 13 laps here. They've been going at it. Savignano finally completes this pass here on Mitchum as Mitchum gets to the back.
Yeah, a little bump from Mitchum for retaliation from earlier, but Anthony Savignano is now going to take over the race lead, his first lap sled here in this race.
14 laps into this short race, we are seeing a lot of hard racing now. This is what we expected from the start as Mitchum gets to the back of Savignano. Let's see if he sends him into this turn deep.
And you saw Ben Kuhn, the lap car. Oh, he's going to give him another bump. And around he goes. Miles Davis is collected, and the caution's going to wave. Well, Chase, we went 15 laps green right there, and I don't think Savignano is too happy whatsoever with Michael Mitchum. It looked like some retaliation from earlier when they were fighting hard for the lead.
Yeah, I think we all saw it coming there, Rod. They were racing hard, and Savignano's letting me know what he thinks right now.
Yeah, and they are dooring each other here in turn number 3.
Timbers are flaring. This is exactly what you expect to see at a short track. Looks like Savignano's got a little damage on the front left of his car there as he's still giving Mitchum business.
And he's going to airlift him off the ground. Oh, this is getting out of hand now.
Laps of good, clean racing, and then chaos ensues.
Yeah, I don't really appreciate that move right there from Savignano. I mean, that's just not right in my opinion.
I think if they'll leave it alone there, I think they're pretty much even. I think they can sort it out, continue on the track, and battle it out. But looks like Savignano's going to pull to pit road. He might have some wheel damage from that interaction. That might be why he's so upset.
Yeah, that left front of his car looked pretty bent in. I'm taking a look here at Michael Mitchum's car. The right side is a little crinkled in, especially on that right rear.
Yeah, fortunately enough, with it being a short track, I don't think he's going to have too much to worry about. As long as his wheel's straight and everything is tracked like it was set, he should be okay. The aero is not a huge deal on these cars, but then again, you never know. Someone else could bump him, and that could cause a rub. He could get a rupture on the tire. It could wear it out prematurely. A lot of different things could go wrong, but looks to be okay. But he is crinkled up pretty bad on the right side there, Ryan.
As we pace under caution here for this race, let's give you a rundown so far of the top 10. We got Mike Mitchum in the lead after the contact with Anthony Savignano. Miles Davis, the outside pulser, is running in second. Ben Pivot started third in this race, and he's running third. And Marty Schmela right now is in fourth, and then Daniel Mosseller will round out the top 5. Jaden Hall is running in the 6th position. Jim Planey in the Aaron's machine is running in 7th. Nathan McLaughlin is running 8th. Jared Davis, the number 2, is running 9th. And then rounding out the top 10 is the number 1 Busch Light late model of Austin Mitchell.
Well, Ryan, going into this race, we knew that there was going to be a little bit of beating and banging, but did you see it go in single file so early on?
Yeah, that definitely caught me off guard for sure. I mean, I definitely expected very aggressive racing early on, and I'll be honest, I probably expected a caution on lap 5, but these guys really did a nice job being patient until that wreck there with Mitchum and Savignano, and I have a feeling the pace is definitely going to pick up once again once we get 1 to green from the pace car.
Yeah, I'm just like you, Rod, there. I was not expecting it to get single file and stay that way for a while. I was really expecting somebody to drive deep into a turn on lap 2 and loop somebody around or push them out of the way and cause an issue, but they did a really good job of keeping that clean for a while.
And another thing I can tell, track position is going to be king, especially since we have only 16 laps to go when we go back green.
Looks like they're doubling up and getting ready for the pace car to go off as it's turned its lights out.
It's going to be the same front row as the start of the race. Michael Mitchum and Miles Davis lead row number 1, and the green flag is back out.
Mitchum with a great start there. Dives down to the bottom, and he's going to make it stick and keep the lead coming into turn 1 as Miles Davis is going to try to fight back with Marty Schmegler.
Well, we got a crash in the back. The number 25 of Maria Scarpello, Matthew Poston at 64, and the number 5 of Nathan McLaughlin. Looks like we're going to keep it green for now as Michael Mitchum is going to have an advantage here of 0.3 of a second over Miles Davis. Marty Schmegler has worked his way up to third as we have a battle for fourth between Ben Pivot and number 9 and the number 88 of Daniel Mosteller.
Emace throws it in there deep, gives him a little door bump there to get him up the track. He's got the inside line here, which looks like it's the preferred line. I believe he can make this pass stick. Ooh-wee! Anthony Savignano is on a mission to get back to Mitchum. It looks like he almost turned Emace getting into that turn there.
You are not kidding. He has worked his way toward the front as he is now back into the... Oh, he gets turned by the number 9 of Ben Pivot. Hard into the outside wall.
Man.
It's going to wave.
Savignano was there, and it looks like he just turned down on him. I don't think he expected him to be there that quick. Upside down, greasy side up. That is not a good look for the number 8 of Anthony Savignano in this race. So let's take a look back and see what happens here. Looks like Anthony's on the door here, drops it in, and yeah, he just turned him. Looks like he just turned down the track on him.
Yeah, it looked like Ben was trying to get to the bottom, and unfortunately, he just right hooked the number 1 Tootsie machine of Anthony Savignano. Hearing up the driver's radio, the beef is definitely intensifying. We're hearing a lot of arguments right now over the driver radio. And you can tell business is picking up as we now have 11 laps to go here in this race after our second caution.
Yeah, it's there's some beef going on here in the chat for sure. And if any of you watching the stream want to jump in, you're not already in the Discord. It is the ASPHALT Media on the Discord. So if you want to find it, you should have a link in TikTok that you can click on if you want to see how this plays out. Because I have a feeling we're going to see some messages sent back and forth after this one.
All right, Chase, let's re-rack them and try them again with the same front row from the start of the race. It's Michael Mitchum and Miles Davis up front with a new player in third. That is Marty Schmegler. And then Daniel Mosteller right behind him in fourth. And Jaden Hall rounding out the top 5. Green flag is back out, and we will have 10 laps to go here in this race. Mitchum's clear going into 3 as Miles Davis in second, Schmegler in third, and Mosteller in fourth. The battle rages on for 5th place between the number 97 of Jaden Hall and the number 1 of Austin Mitchell.
Hall and Mitchell banging doors going into this next turn.
A little bit of contact right behind him there with Ben Pivot in the number 9 and Jared Davis in the number 2 as they're still joining into the mix now. That is the number 21 of Casey Bristol. Around this Ben Pivot. Headed away hard with Jared Davis and the third caution of the night.
Man, hippers are flaring right now, Ryan. Everybody is starting to get ready to retaliate for things that happened on lap 2. It is going to be chaos on this next restart. Because as you know here at ASPHALT Media, anytime we have a green-white checker, if we end up having one here, there's no caution thrown. So what it is what it is. Yeah, they're running out of time here. We're on lap 28, coming to 29. So this race is drawing to a close quick with only 6 laps left.
And you know what they say, short tracks equal short tempers, and we're definitely seeing that right now after our third caution of the race.
Man, they are beefing in the chat right now. I wish the TikTok could could hear everybody venting at each other because there's a lot of people upset.
Yeah, I'm hearing a couple F-bombs right now being dropped by Austin Mitchell, and it seems like it's directed toward the number 97 of Jaden Hall. They were going after it under caution during the second wreck of the race, and it's still going on here as we pace under caution.
This went from a good single file race to a whole lot of short track tempers flaring everywhere. Just total drama everywhere.
All right, pace car has given the 1-to-go signal. We're going to have 5 laps to go when we go back green in this race. The top 4 have remained the same since the last caution.
So far, it's been the Mitchum show tonight.
Yeah, so far it's been Mitchum and Anthony Savagnano before their caution on lap number 15. And ever since then, a switch has been flipped and the aggression has picked up by a tenfold as we get ready here with 5 laps to go in this race. The pace car is about to make the dive down to pit road, and here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Mitchum with another great start, and Marty Schmela is going to follow him closely. Looks like Marty's going to try to get the inside line here on Miles Davis as he drives it in. Both drivers drop it in deep as Demos closes in on Davis.
And
still side by side.
Demos here for 4th.
Still side by side. Looks like Schmela is going to complete the pass here on Davis, and Demos gets his nose in on the inside of him, and he's going to make the pass too.
As we come into 4 laps to go, the main battle is right now is on 3rd place. Daniel Mosteller side by side with Miles Davis. This is for the last spot on the podium.
Davis gets a run on the outside here on Mosteller. Mosteller still gets a run on the exit. Let's see if he can make a mistake on the injury here coming into turn 1.
It's definitely the preferred group here. It looks like Mosteller is going to get cleared of Miles Davis as Miles is sideways as they head into turn number 3. Jaden Hall is going to now look to take a peek underneath him to get that 4th position.
Looks like Jaden Hall and Austin Mitchell are sorted out their beef. Don't know. Ooh, Davis is still on the high side, just making it work. I don't know how he's doing it. Everybody else has been on that low line. Now, the high side might be coming alive here with only a couple laps to go.
Yeah, and this is about to be the white flag this time by as the battles for 4th. White flag here for Michael Mitchum and at number 38.
All right, Ryan, looks like Marty Schmela and Daniel Mosteller are racing for second at the moment. I don't think they can get there to Mitchum. He's just got too big of a lead.
The battle for 4th rages on as Michael Mitchum is going to come off turn number 4, and he's going to take the checker flag. Michael Mitchum is your race winner here at USA International Speedway.
Michael Mitchell with a dominant performance here, followed by Schmela, Mosteller, Davis, and Hall to round out your top 5.
Was 46th, Chase Moslewski 7th, Casey Briscoe 8th, Jacob Hoskins with a nice recovery after his lap 1 spin to finish 9th, and then Paxton Brandon rounds out our top 10.
Well, Ryan, what did you think about that?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I was very impressed with the drivers early on, and then it just turned into chaos after that as we see Michael Mitchum is here now in the ASPHALT media booth, and we'll get to interview him now. Michael Mitchum, this is Ryan Wayne and Chase Willis in the ASPHALT media booth. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro. How y'all?
We're doing pretty good. Well, talk about your battle there early on. You had Anthony Savagnano. You two were fighting really hard for 15 laps, and talk about the incident right there between you and Anthony Savagnano there.
Yeah, he gave me a bump, and then I was trying to get back to him, and I turned him, and he wasn't happy. So I don't really care very much, but it was a very fun race. I'm glad to finally end the winless drought for this 38 team, Michael Mitchum 38 team. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a really fun race. So this whole night has been pretty fun, but I'm just glad we could get it done this race. That was really fun.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that I haven't seen you up here in the booth in a while. How long has it been since your last win?
It's been a good 2 weeks or so. I don't know. I haven't really been focused on like winning in asphalt much lately. I've been joining like for the sole fun of it, and I've been enjoying it a lot more than just going out like trying to do the best that I possibly can. But I will say Michigan was really fun. Like, I know I'm backtracking to a different race, but that was a blast of a race, dude. I wish I didn't have the damage that I had, because that was really slowing my straightaways down. But I mean, that was a really fun race. But I mean, that's besides the point. Overall, this race was really fun, and it was fun racing with Anthony until he ended up wrecked. That was a shame. But
Did he come down on you?
You boys ran pretty hard there, and it was inevitable. Someone was going to get turned. It was only a matter of who was going to get turned, and he just drew the short end of the stick on it, it looked like. But it's good to see you have that EPI 38 machine back in victory lane there, buddy.
yeah, I'm very excited about it. Finally, man.
Well, congratulations on your win, and it's good to see you back.
Thank you.
All right, boys, you did a phenomenal job. I'm going to switch things up here. I'll debrief with you guys in just a moment. Shout out to Chase Willis and Ryan Wayne for being our guest commentators for tonight. We've been doing it a little bit more. I want to say thank you so much for everybody being here tonight that tuned in for the Wednesday Super Special. Congratulations to our winner, Michael Mitchum, William Schmidt, and Marty Schmaler winning the Daytona Duel race. We're going to go ahead and close out the night. I need to rest up my voice. I need to go to sleep. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Saucy, first ever top 10, Jacob Haskins. Let's go, Richard Hayes. Sad day, no more Demos. Go 0 for 3. No wins. All right, guys, we'll see you guys again tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Eastern for Thursday Night Thunder. See you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to keep on kicking ASPHALT, baby.